What's going on, guys? Drones and Dogs here. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, guys, you already know what time it is. It's unboxing time, guys. And this one is an oldie but goodie. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call this one. An oldie but goodie, guys. This is nothing new to the market. This guy has been out forever in the day. Probably since drones first started getting popular back in the day. This is pretty much like an OG, man. This is the Syma X54HW. Now, this is not the original X5. This is I'm not sure which one came out first. I would think that the original X5 came out before this one. Don't quote me. I could be wrong. But I believe the original X5 came out before this one, and then this one was just like one of the models that they came out with after, okay? As you can see, it has the original Syma X5 transmitter. Now, you guys keep hearing me say X5. Now, some of you guys that are newer to quadcopters, and maybe you just got into drones like me, I've only been in the drones a little bit I've been in the drones about a little bit over 2.5 years now. So the X5 has been out 5-6 years, at least 5 years, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of OGs are gonna know what I mean when I say the X5. If you do not know what I mean when I say the X5, guys, like I said, if you're newer to quadcopters, Google or go to YouTube, search in Syma X5. The Syma X5 was almost like the groundbreaker to the drones, guys. It was like one of the first budget-friendly, cheap, inexpensive drones that a lot of us learned on, and that a lot of pilots can tell you that they pretty much practiced with and got them into the game. A lot of people had Syma X5s. A lot of people still got the Syma X5. Now, I don't have my original X5. My first X5, which is happened to be my second drone, my very first drone I ever had, guys, was a Holy Stone H10D. Yeah, the Holy Stone H110D, something like that. My very second drone, the second drone I ever bought was the Syma X54HW. It was that one, the white one with the green legs, you know what I'm saying, the green prop guards, the little X5. That was the second drone I ever had, and I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I still had it. Might have to go pick me one up. But I never seen this one because I was actually just looking, and I typed in Syma. I like Syma quads, and this guy had actually popped up on Amazon, so I was pretty interested. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy a shot. Now, so like they have a white and a black version. No, I didn't see the black version available when I got this one. All I seen was the white version. So I went ahead and opted for the white. Now check it out, guys. It says it has 360 flips and stunts, 6-axis gyroscope, headless mode, flashing LED lights, 2.4 gigahertz, barometer set height, which is actually altitude hold, you know, HD camera, and hover in position, which is basically altitude hold, guys. Now, I wasn't too keen about the altitude hold. I really wanted, the original X5 did not have altitude hold. The original Syma X5 had no altitude hold, and I would rather have that, to be honest, because I like to fly without altitude hold. But hey, it is what it is, guys. So on the back, you see the picture of the quad. It goes over the transmitter and stuff like that. Really nice box, guys. You might want to keep this box. You want to store your quad and take it with you. Let's open this bad boy up, man. Let's see what we got. Oh, man. And another thing that kind of, look at that. Look at the, Syma always does good with their packaging. Check that out, guys. Check that out. Buy out. But another thing that drew me to this, guys, was, doesn't that kind of look like a Hubsan? It's like the Syma X5 and the Hubsan, like if they had a baby. Buy out. The Syma and the Hubsan had a baby. Where's my Hubsan at, man? It kind of looks like a, I'm just saying, doesn't it? It has that little like body style to it. Look at that. Next to the Hubsan, it looks like a Hubsan style body. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that kind of drew me to it. That kind of made me want to pick this guy up. So everything is, like I said, presented really well. We got prop guards here. We have some landing gear. I'll probably fly with these landing gear, but it looks like the way this guy looks, you can fly without the landing gear if you hand launch it. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of beginners are not familiar with hand launching. So, hey, you know, we'll do it with the landing gear for the first flight for you guys. Goodie bag up there, chip clip mount, which is cheap but works well. Works really well. Look at that setup, guys. Wow, look at that setup. So let me see. I got my scissors here. My little unboxing knife gonna be mad at me. He gonna be mad at me that I ain't bring him out for this. Snip that. Don't y'all tell my unboxing knife I did this unboxing without him. All right, don't y'all tell on me. Y'all better not do that. Don't y'all tell him. Wow, there's another snip. All right, man. So we got that snipped up. Get that out of there. Bye, y'all. So the camera's already attached. Look at that. It does look like that Hudson, man. I'm telling you, it looks like it in a way. But yeah, this is how I would fly it, like just like this, without the landing gear on it. But like I said, I'll put the landing gear in it for you guys. Here is where the landing gear go. You see there's some screws there underneath there. You got red props in the front, black in the back for orientation. You have your typical Syma 720p Wi-Fi camera with the Wi-Fi antenna protruding out the back there, guys. Yeah, you know, there's no SD card slot for this one. And there's an on and off switch underneath there. Look at this guy. Doesn't that guy look slick, man? I like that, man. Like I said, let's get the, it looks like that Hudson, man. I have to keep comparing it to that. Look at that, though. Look at that. Don't they kind of, look at that, man. They kind of look alike, you know what I'm saying? So this is kind of gonna be crazy, yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know what the look Syma was really going for there, but it's a nice look. It's a nice look. Trying to see where there's a screw. Oh man, I'm not gonna like that. There's a screw for the battery bay to get the actual battery out, and it's a JST battery. I know that for sure, and it's an 850 milliamp hour battery, guys. So you have to unscrew it there to get the battery out. I'm not gonna unscrew it right now for time's sake, but just trust me. There's a screw there. You unscrew that underneath there. You push the camera up, and you can access the battery. And underneath there, it's a 850 milliamp hour battery with a JST connector. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if this lights up right here. I'm not sure. That'd be cool if it did, though. Has some LED lights underneath the motor pod there. That's nice. I like that. That's pretty nice. Might as well get the landing gear out here. Since we're talking about it, get the landing gear out here. You already know it has prop guards in here as well, guys, but you know I'm not gonna be putting them prop guards on there. But if you're beginners, you need to fly with those. Those are like training wheels for like beginners. I have a little bit of experience after 2.5 years of flying. I got a little bit of experience that I feel like I don't really need the prop guards. Plus, I don't like the way the drone flies with the prop guards anyway. They kind of act like wind sails. You gotta get these guys in here pretty snug, guys. It's kind of a snug fit for this. So yeah, bear with me, but it's fitting in there. But that's a good thing. It's a snug fit because you don't want these falling off mid-flight. So you want these to kind of fit in here snug. So that's kind of a good thing. You know, most people will complain about how snug you gotta fit it in there, but not me. I like that. I like snug. Snug is good. Nice and tight in there. Oh man, this is gonna be nice. Like I said, I actually never seen this guy before until I seen it online. I was like, what, the X54HW? Check that out. Bow. Landing gear. Bow. Check that out. Also has some propeller guards. Like I said, I will not be using that. Chip clip mount for your phone. Let's get the goodie bag out for you guys so you know what we working with. So full set of extra propellers, some screws for the propellers to put them on, and then you have the charger and a Phillips screwdriver to get that battery out. And like I said, here's that red JST connector. JST is a common battery, it's not proprietary. You can pick up plenty of JST style batteries. You don't have to necessarily get them from Syma themselves. So you can get plenty of JST connector style batteries online, really cheap. That's a bonus. All right, guys. So last but not least is the transmitter. I'm sure we have instructions underneath this box as well. Yes, we do. And then that is everything for the box. Set that guy down there because it's a rather large box. Syma does really well with their instructions typically. Everything is laid out, you know what I'm saying, and fairly legible. Check that out, guys. Fairly legible. Typical X5 transmitter. Check that out. Take these foamies off. Whoa, wait a minute. it says altitude hold. Look at that. Now, altitude hold usually, guys, would mean that the throttle stick is centered in a center position, spring loaded. But look at that. It's not. So that's not altitude hold. But at the same time, it's like it kind of stays where you put it. Look, you could, so I'm gonna kind of set, you could set the altitude on it, but it's not really altitude hold, what I would say, like how we're used to. A lot of people are used to altitude hold, but it is like more firmer than a lot of non-altitude hold flyers, where it's more firmer on this side, where you can just kind of set it and let that guy just hover in the middle. So I wouldn't say it's altitude hold, but it's a set barometer is how I would explain it myself. These are fake buttons here. Okay, fake buttons. You got your traditional trim buttons, of course. And you're gonna have, I wanna say you're gonna have rates. You're gonna have high and low rates on this side. Press and hold 360 flips on this side. And one of these guys is gonna operate the headless mode, but I don't really care about headless mode anyways. I've always been fond of this style of a transmitter. It's cheap, but it works, guys. It works for me, these old X5 transmitters. And of course, you're gonna need 4 AA batteries for the back of this guy. So that's everything in a nutshell, guys. Oh, let me show you. Chip clip mounts just goes right on top, easily like that. Stick your phone in there. You ready for FPV. Download the FPV app. It's a, let me see. Show you guys, what can I tell you guys? The FPV app for this guy is the Wi-Fi FPV app for this guy is when you press the right stick. When you press the right stick during flight, remain in this current. Oh, okay. So it says when you press the right stick, you can set the altitude. But okay, whatever. App for this guy is the Syma FPV app, guys. Sorry, I kind of got off track, but I was looking at that. There is a way to set the altitude, I guess, on here. It says about pressing it in the right stick, and you can set it, it says. But, okay, we'll see what that does. But check this guy out. Syma FPV app is what you want to download. All right, guys, it's too much jabber jar. I've got everything out of the box. This thing looks pretty sleek, pretty slick. Syma X54HW, guys. We're gonna get these batteries charged up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss none of the videos, you don't miss my reviews, and you don't miss any RC fun. I'm your boy Jones Dogs. Catch you guys in the next episode. I am out. Deuces.